Hey guys, Uber Zero here. Really quick, I'm doing a little discussion video on our card choices going into this YCS in New Jersey this weekend. We all know that Evil Swarms are out, Costellas are out, Lobbles are finally out their foolish car. What else out? Monarchs making a rise. Gadgets are becoming more playable because of Emerald and Gold and Tin Goldfish. So it's a lot of things going on this weekend. Myself, I feel like there's just not enough room in that side deck for you to like prepare for everything. And you don't want to take those losses to certain decks because you like didn't side anything against them. For example, like Dark Worlds. Like, what are you gonna side? Like, now he's not gonna side. What's it called? Shadow Mirrors, maybe. Or Consecrated Lights, Debunk, Soul Drains if you're playing Water. Well, maybe you can size Shadow Mirrors, but this. I feel like going into this YCS, you have to pick cards that are like multi-purpose. The cards that will help you against multiple matches. So here's some cards that I've been seeing. I know there's more cards, but I picked a few that are my favorite. Bandit Fiend, really good against a Water Mirror match. You'll take as you go maxi, you search, and then you search for Bandit Fiend. And then there's not a lot of outs in the mirror match if your opponent's playing Mono Mermail. So this is a really good card to throw your opponent. It's really good against Monarchs, stop the 3-1 frog. I know they still have Soul Exchange, but still, it's still a really powerful card. I know Dynet's also a good card too, but like the body of 2400 is just like too beefy to take into consideration. Dominator is also a card the Water deck has been using to get over, especially now because of Ophion. Just get rid of problematic cards. Maxi, I forgot it's a Gishki FTK now, so they kind of deck you out, or they attack you for a game, either one. So Maxi Draw Lock Pair is like one of the combination cards that would easily stop that deck, and then obviously you can use the Maxi for Water or any deck that special summons a lot. Maybe even Gadgets. They go Tin Goldfish special summon, and then they're almost like guaranteed that they have to exceed to keep pushing into their play. So this is a good combination of hand traps to go into the YCS with. Spellbooks are not out yet. Like, without Judgment, this card is not as good as it should be. But if you're worried about Gishki FTK, Draw Lock Pair would be like your card to help you out. Or then Little Kitty that ends that phase when you send to a graveyard from your hand. Forgot what it's called. Then we have the engine that the Water is using on that engine to easily get rid of Ophion, March Infantry, and Undyne. The one out to Ophion, the one card out to Ophion with a +1. So there's going to be a lot of Undyne Water bills rolling in there, and Undyne helps. It's like a Stratos for Megalo in case of the mirror match, and it's one card out to Abyss Gaios too. So you gotta watch out for those non-mono mermails. Then we got Morphin Yard number 2. It's one of those cards that it just trolls you. It just like, oh, I have Shin, Notori V's, attack your face down, probably Lin or whatever. If I have if I have D-Fisher and attack your face down, and then they get Morphin Yard, then they're tight. They're like, wow, I just lost my broken field. There's not much you can do unless Chalice it, but not everybody decides that. Then the new Crush Card Sangam combo, Fuse for the Dragon and Eradicated Pandemic. I've been playing E-Dragon for almost 2 months now, so this combo is really familiar to me. It's really popular in the OCG. So guys, you guys can set this guy, and yes, a Summoner Monk says you can tribute while it's face up, so effects does not apply if it's face up, so it's a legitimate target for Eradicator. So it's some people don't play as IMSCs anymore because you can just use this to blow out your opponent. Overworked obviously is a common side deck card against Dark Worlds. I would use it, and against Firefist. We got Saison too. Saison's a really good card that Evil Swarms are going to try to abuse to protect their Ophion as much as they can, so the Water deck is going to overrun them, because without Carry, which is coming out next week, and Tachyon, the deck is not as powerful as it could be, so it's probably going to end up main decking Macro and Saber Sources, Rabbit, and Turgeis. It's kind of Dino, Evil Swarm, Firefist. Dino Evil Swarm combination. My Crush is really good in the mirror match of Water. any searchable deck gadgets. You can get a fader out of their hand by when they reveal it. Minecraft is one of my favorite cards. I always like have a strong read on my opponent and what cards they have in their hand, the way they're like checking their graveyard, reacting, counting their monster count, whatever. Compulse is like such a powerful card in the E-Dragon meta because it's constantly Draco Sag, Big Eye, blah blah blah, and like since a lot of the effects are only once per turn, you know, bouncing a Draco Sag is really important in those matches. I would like tell you that right now because I've been testing so much with that deck. And then Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is not that good in the OCG, but like right now for our current meta and our current decks that are playable right now, Phoenix Chain is a really powerful card. It stops the Megalo Search a lot because your opponent will usually go Marksman, Dragoons, and then they will target face down. You can just go chain stop Megalo Search. They still get Dragoons out, whatever all things of this card, but like it's a card that not only at the same time it can bait out the targeting of Marksman, but it can also negate the effect of Megalo. So in all sense, Phoenix Chain is something I'm definitely gonna main deck going this weekend. I mean, guys, Labos is one of my fucking worst fears. To, like, get OTK. Like last Sunday, I got fucking heavy combustion, whatever the molten thing is, the foolish card, and then he has double rekindle me for game. Like the second turn in game 3, I was kind of upset. I was like, I guess, like I had a good card set. I had like Solemn Warning, Phoenix Chain, and like an Abyss Sphere, but it didn't matter because he missed Warm My Field anyway, so kind of annoying. So watch out for those decks, guys. Not much I can say. Of course, thanks to Cordero, we have seen that the E-Dragons are all like low rarity. They're all rare commons, so you know, I feel like this deck is gonna be really simple to get, except for that extra deck, which is considered a Draco second triple big eye most likely. But like as I said, like, hey, you guys can follow me in the end. My name is Death Mug Master. I'm third in matches right now with E-Dragon being my favorite deck of choice. So you know, guys, you guys can watch me play E-Dragons. You know, pick up some hints if you haven't already practiced with the deck. So yep, that's all.